I didn't plan to make this episode. I wasn't chasing a story. I wasn't looking for a pattern. I was just watching an interview, the way a lot of you probably were, and then a single word stopped me. Not a dramatic word, not a shocking one, a quiet one. And once I noticed it, I couldn't let it go. This is Beyond the Map. This is Beyond the Map, and I'm Buddy T. And tonight, I don't want to convince you of anything. I just want to tell you about something that I noticed and why it's been sitting with me ever since. Lately, there's been a familiar hum in the background. More experiencer stories, more whistleblowers coming forward, more interviews brushing up against the edges of disclosure. And like you, I try to stay grounded. I remind myself, stories aren't evidence. Emotion isn't proof. Coincidence is not confirmation. But sometimes a detail repeats, and repetition is hard to ignore. Recently, an Army radar technician named Jeremy Weeks went public with an experience he's talked about quietly for years. If you've seen the interview, you know the tone. It isn't flashy. It isn't theatrical. It doesn't ask you to believe him. It's just a man describing what happened to him and how it stayed with him. And then at one point, the language shifts.
You did mention in the interview with Linda Moulton Howe was you had the impression that there was some type of council.
Right.
Can you talk about that a little bit more?
Um,
Or the Council of Five?
it was a feeling and almost like a telepathic um, communication that there was five that were part of this little group that I was associated with, and being where I was at with them, that there's the five of them were like their council.
Right. Five
So-
of them as in five races, five species?
Five
or
species.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Whoa.
That word, council. He doesn't say beings. He doesn't say entities. He does not say aliens. He uses a word that implies structure and deliberation, restraint, decision making. You don't reach for that word by accident. Well, normally, that's where I'd stop. I'd file this away as interesting, unverifiable, just one person's experience. But I didn't stop because I heard that word before. If you haven't seen it, The Other Humans was an anonymous post that circulated online earlier this year, and we made a video about it here. There were no credentials, no proof, just a long narrative framed as a whistleblower account. Now, I'm not bringing that up because of the claims. I'm bringing it up because one of the specific ideas at the center of this story repeats. It described a non-human collective referred to as the Council, not as gods or invaders, but something closer to observers who believe their earlier actions made humanity visible and therefore vulnerable. Whether that's true or not isn't the point. What matters is that the same idea shows up elsewhere in a very different context.
I mean, that's and those you had a sense were benevolent. Those were good.
They were good. Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
They're protecting us. So yeah, having some protection
Yeah.
from others is a bit comforting. Maybe it was just said to me to be comfortable, but
Oh, right.
I didn't pick up any hostilities.
What struck me wasn't reassurance, it wasn't restraint. Neither of these stories describes a rescue. Neither of them describe saviors descending from the sky either. They describe something more uncomfortable, involvement without control. In the Ray account, or Rhea account, as some are calling it, there's a detail that stayed with me. The council doesn't just observe, they feel responsible. not because they attacked us, and not because they're trying to dominate us, but because by noticing us and studying us, by nudging things along, they may have helped put us out on the radar. And when you believe your actions contributed to someone's risk, even unintentionally, responsibility changes. And that's a very human idea.
Disturbing part. You see, the messages also appeared to be a warning. And according to the translation, they were heralding an incoming alien invasion. Jeremy first appeared with a disguised voice in an interview with Linda on the Gaia YouTube channel nearly 8 years ago. And today, for the first time, he is revealing his identity publicly and sharing the next phase of his ongoing communication with the beings known only as the Council.
If you've ever felt responsible for something you didn't fully intend to happen, or if you've ever watched consequences unfold knowing that you played a role in it, you understand why this idea resonates. It's not fear, it's burden. Let's draw some clear lines. There's no government hearing that mentions a council, and there's no official document that confirms this. No authority stands behind these stories. Right now, the council exists only in the narrative spaces, but narratives are often where ideas surface first. So there's two unrelated narratives, one experiencer, one anonymous whistleblower-style account, and they both describe a structured, non-human collective that does not want to intervene directly, but also does not feel free to walk away. Now, that's not proof, but it is a pattern worth noticing. Why now? Why structure instead of chaos? Well, maybe it's randomness. It doesn't satisfy us anymore. Maybe we're asking different questions now. Not, are we alone? But what happens if we're not? If this idea fades, we'll just let it fade. If it keeps appearing, we'll keep paying attention. Now, that's not belief. That's curiosity without boundaries. If you've enjoyed our strange story, please like and subscribe to our channel. This is Beyond the Map, and I'm Buddy T. Stay curious, stay grounded, and I'll see you with the next strange story.